Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my bi-weekly budget number 2. This is from the 17th to the 30th and we are going to plan together, so super fun video. If you're wondering where these budget sheets come from, they are from my Etsy shop, so everything will be in the description box below if you're interested. Anyways, let's get right on to the video and let's start with income. So my hubby my husband, I have budgeted $1,300. He missed a day and a half of work with my false labor that came up, so he is not obviously getting paid for those days, so that is why it's not $1,500 and it's $1,300. Mine is $586. That is what I get paid every 2 weeks from EI. Variable, I'm just putting my child tax benefit, so $373.63. If say I get paid from Etsy, that'll go under variable, or if I get my tax refund, that'll go under variable, so that is why I have that. I didn't have it in its own section because I have the rollover from bi-weekly budget number 1 because we were going to be short on this paycheck, so I knew I had to roll over some money. So that was $171.72. Perfect. So now let's add all that up to see what our total income is for this bi-weekly budget. $1,300 plus $586 plus $373.63 plus $171.72. So we are going to make $2,431.35. So not too bad. Now I'm going to list all of our bills. First is the Jeep. That comes out on the 17th. That's always $267.33. Next is rent. This is gonna change a bit because we did some house renovations, and then I put all of the materials and whatnot that we needed on my MasterCard, and I didn't expect my landlord to pay it back because it was additions to the house that we made because of my son. It was just unsafe for him to play outside, so we were grabbing materials and stuff to fix it up. But then she came over because she wanted to redo the roof outside, so then she said just take it off of your rent due for next month. So that was $390.79. so subtract that by 1,000, that is $609.21. So I already saved $500 from the bi-weekly budget number 1, so this paycheck we only need to save $109.21. And then I'm going to put that money that's on my MasterCard right back on it. So it's really not getting like a good deal, like it's just like it never even happened. So my husband's like, yes, we don't even have to pay that much rent this month. And I'm like, well, we still have to pay back the MasterCard. Like, it's not like we're winning, like we're not gaining, you know, almost $400. So that's what I wanted to explain. We have our car insurance. I will grab my calendar here so we can see when they're due. So car insurance is due on the 18th, and that's going to be $93.41. We have my credit card, which is due also on the 18th at $160. This is why I love this calendar. Like, I already know what bills I have to pay because they're all in the purple here. So it's super awesome. It's just transferring all these numbers. So my husband's credit card, he still has a little bit of a balance on there since in February he went out of town for first aid. So his work said that they were going to reimburse him like almost all of it. So almost all of it got reimbursed, except for there was a little bit left on it. I don't even know how much is on it right now, but not too much at all. So we're gonna put 50 on there. Next is iTunes. That is due on the 25th with $1.35. Our cell phones, due on the 25th as well. That's $218.40. We pay $195 for 2 cell phones, shared plan and everything, and then it's like $20 in taxes, which is ridiculous, but that's what we have to pay. Bank fees, that's on the 31st. I know it says the 30th, but I still want to pay these bills with this paycheck, so that is all right that it goes technically into next budget, but I will just pay them like before that date, so don't worry about that. $14.95. US credit card, 31st as well, and that is $250. So now I'm gonna open up my phone quick and we're gonna add up the total. So $267.33 plus $109.21 plus $93.41, oops, $93.41 plus $160 plus $50 plus $135 plus $218.40 plus $14.95 plus $250. So that is $1,164.65. So quite a bit of our income is taken out just from bills, but that's all right as long as we really focus in on our expenses, then we won't be too much over. If you guys watched my, where is it? My weekly spending tracker, you would know that we're like way over for our expenses from biweekly budget number 1. So what I do is, instead of doing half the monthly budget, like splitting this monthly budget in half again, is I take into consideration how much we spent in biweekly budget number 1. So instead of doing $450 for groceries to make it $900, I'm going to do $325 so that I am on budget for being good for the entire month. Like, I don't want to save $450 and then spend that and then you have absolutely nothing left over, and that's even going way past the budget. So I will be looking at these numbers here and then reflecting that on the budget over here. So let's start with groceries. So again, I want to look over here. I want to make a budget of $325. Gas, again, I'm going to do $33 to stay on budget. That's like what I love about budgeting is, you know, you kind of got to go through what your numbers were in your biweekly budget number 1 and really focus in and set goals for yourself and really realize that, you know, you don't have as much money as you think you do in the second half of the month because you might have overspent in the first half of the month. So eating out. And you can either take the numbers from the biweekly budget number 1 or you can take from your weekly spending tracker. It doesn't really matter, but you kind of got to do math on the biweekly budget number 1 because you don't have the balance already. So it's just easier to take from the biweekly budget or the weekly spending tracker. So eating out, I'm going to budget $50. My husband's spending, I'm gonna do 20 because that's his allowance. I know that he's way over in his category, but he does use this money for a buffer in his account, so that is why I'm fine with keeping it. M spend, that is me. I'm going to do $40. Just round the cents down. I'm not going to do $40.33. That's kind of ridiculous. And then household. I'm going to do 75. Again, I'm just going to round up because if you had cash envelopes, for the States, it's not too bad because you could have $70 and 4 $1 bills, but in Canada here, like we don't want to use our loonies in cash envelopes if you guys do that. So I'm just gonna round up $1 and have a $5 bill, like if I had cash envelopes right now. So I hope that makes sense why I'm rounding up and rounding down. So for my son, I'm going to do $10. Again, I don't want to have a $5 bill, a toonie, and a loonie in that cash envelope because that's just a pain. So we way overspent in this category already and we're over by $16.14. So I'm not going to budget anything for this category. It's just too much and we don't really need anything else. So if I do need to buy anything, I can just take it from my allowance. So that's fine. So $325 plus 33 plus 50. Oh, and the only reason why I didn't round up for gas is because I do that on the debit card anyways, so it's not that big a deal. So that is why. So 553, which is a third of our monthly budget. I've already spent 2/3 of the monthly budget, so that is why I'm kind of like toning down. So for the debt snowball, I have the grandparents. It's a loan that we owe them. It's not their loan that we're paying off, just to make that clear. We owe them money. So that is a family loan. We are hoping to put $158.73. $158.73. Sinking funds, I have baby. I just want to put a little bit more into that if possible, so 100. And then for our vacation, 100. And that is all for that, so 200. And like I said, for my MasterCard, my balance is only $354.97, and I did say that we had $390.79 on there, but I guess I made a $40 payment or whatever, so my balance is only $354.97. And so I was going to have a debt snowball of $122.91, but since I had that extra like $40 or whatever, I just put that on the debt snowball as well. So now $354.97. We're gonna write all these totals down here. So income $2,431.35, $1,164.65, $553, $158.73, $200, and $354.97. So this should equal 0, but we're just gonna make sure just in case. So 2,431.35 subtract 1,164.65 subtract 553 subtract 158.73 subtract 200 and then subtract 354.97, and that is 0. So that is a zero-based budget. It's really good to have a zero-based budget so that you are telling every dollar where to go and it has a plan of what to do for you. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this bi-weekly budget. Sorry it was pretty boring. I am like so sick right now. I think I have like strep throat or something crazy, so I'm just trying to recover my voice a little bit, but I hope you guys like the plan. Let me know what your plan is, or if you want to tag me on Instagram of your bi-weekly budget, that'd be awesome. Again, check these sheets out at my Etsy shop. Everything again will be in the description box below, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.